So when we got up this morning, it was still raining. But in the last half hour, it stopped raining, it broke, and the sun's out. So that's just great news. We're still gonna have to put wet clothes back on, but at least when you put wet clothes on, you know, okay, I can walk them dry if it's dry. So we could put the rain gear on and we can put our clothes on knowing that as long as we don't hit any huge big uphills and we trade rainwater for sweat, then again, we should be dry in an hour or so. So good stuff. Good start of the day. Good morning. Walking the path worn in the grass and beat through the leaves of the brush, where the quail is whistling betwixt the woods in the wheat lot, where the bat flies in the 7th month eve, where the great gold bug drops through the dark, where the brook puts out of the roots of the old tree and flows to the meadow, where the cattle stands and shakes away flies, where the tremulous shuddering of their hides, where the cheesecloth hangs in the kitchen, where the andirons straddle the hearth slab, where cobwebs fall in festoons from the rafters, where trip hammers crash, where the press is whirling its cylinder, where the human heart beats with tremendous throes under its ribs. So I sat here last night just watching a bunch of finch just jumping around, eating, playing, talking to one another, and it just kind of screamed to me, asking me whether I was a contributor to this land or whether I was a consumer of this land. And I guess that is what I'll ponder throughout the day, to figure out, you know, where are you contributing and how, and what is the measure of that, and where are you consuming, or as it applies to that, where are you over consuming and why. The finch doesn't seem to overconsume. It takes what it needs and leaves the rest. But I think in America today, many of us have become consumers, and our proclivity is on consuming, and therefore we overconsume. So, don't know what it means to you, but today, as I walk, it'll mean a lot to me. Let's finish packing and let's get hiking. Never gets old. is awesome to be here. It has been, wow, like 29, 30 years since I've been in the 3rd Infantry Division. But without a doubt, one of the most celebrated members of the 3rd Infantry Division is Audie Murphy, Medal of Honor winner. And so this is really cool. I'd forgotten exactly where this is on the trail, but it's mile 693. And so let's go check it out. All right, dog-faced soldiers, you know it. I wouldn't give a bean to be a fancy pants Marine, rather be a dog-faced soldier like I am. I wouldn't trade my old ODs for all the Navy's dungarees, for I'm the walking pride of Uncle Sam. On all the posters that I read, it says the Army builds men, so they're tearing me down to build me over again. I'm just a dog-faced soldier with a rifle on my shoulder, and I eat raw meat for breakfast every day. So feed me ammunition, keep me in the 3rd Division. Your dog-faced soldier boy's okay. Thank you, Audie Murphy, for all you did for this nation. Well, here we are at the Need shelter, and as you seen a minute ago, we just stopped here to have lunch, dry out our boots, and then carry on. And so now we're done, but as you can see, pretty much same standard shelter for 4 to 6 people. Standard picnic table with fire ring, and privy is back up over there. Should be able to see it through the woods. And they say there's a creek across. The AT's up there at that blue thing, blue blaze, and then there's supposed to be a creek right across from that. Probably down the hill just a little ways, but close enough that it works for this shelter. So pretty nice shelter. Probably would enjoy staying here, but we're 10 and a half, 11 miles in, so we got another 6-7 miles to go before we rest. So let's hike on. Eastern Continental Divide. We are there. Wish we could have got a little better sign, but well. It at least acknowledges it, that we were there. All right. Very nice. A little sweaty, as you see. There's some climbing involved, and a lot of this rock, really for the last 2 miles, a lot of rocks that you gotta step around, step over. So gets you a little hot and sweaty, but we're okay. We're up on top now, and I think we're gonna generally ride this ridge to get till we get where we're camping, about 3.5 miles away. I think we're going to actually camp on top of the ridge. We've talked about that, but it's been pretty warm lately. I'll check the forecast tonight. But the biggest reason is all day I've had little to no reception, so it'd be nice if I had a little reception tonight. I've got some now. Hopefully we maintain this till we get to camp. So anyways, Eastern Continental Divide. Let's hike on. have got our home away from home set up. You can see the sign for Sarver Creek Shelter right there. It is down the hill about 4/10 of a mile. The issue is, again, I think every time I go off that side, I start to lose reception, and it's very steep. So just figured it's a good night for tenting. We got a good spot here, and as we get ready to call it a day, we can see the sun setting over that far ridge, and that's kind of a nice nice view from our little tent patio here. And so all the way around about 16.5 miles to here. So pretty good day. You know, seeing the Audie Murphy monument, that was again, for those of us that have served in the 3rd Infantry Division, Audie Murphy is an icon, and so to go to that monument was really cool. And then some really good views. And so, you know, again, Virginia continues to impress with the views. In the walk really was a couple spots where they were really rocky, but other than that, pretty good walk. So tomorrow we got a couple different options. Not sure really how it'll go. There's a shelter that's 12 or 13 miles from here, and then another one that's about 18 from here. So I don't know, I'm going to leave both of them as options till we get walking and kind of see how the walking is, and we'll judge from there. But good day. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll just leave you with a couple more seconds of that sunset, and then I'll call it a day. We'll see you tomorrow.